Welcome to CTV News this Wednesday evening. I'm Lena Howland.
And I'm Tom Mullen. Vice President Joe Biden was in Greeley today speaking about last night's presidential debate. CTV reporter Dillon Thomas has the story.
Vice President Joe Biden was in Greeley, Colorado today, his first stop after President Barack Obama took on candidate Mitt Romney in the second presidential debate of the election season. Here's a look at what he had to say.
Forward. Governor Romney was a little, how can I say it, sketchy last night. No details, no specifics. But folks, that's not new. We've now had 3 debates, and the answers are always the same. Maybe. It depends. We'll let you know after the election. This is the same man who said it was a mistake to leave Iraq. We should have left 30,000 combat troops there. He criticized the president for saying that along with our 49 other allies, we're ending the war in Afghanistan in 2014, and we are ending the war in Afghanistan. Period. As I've been saying for some time now, this is literally the starkest choice for president in my memory. Because Barack and I have a fundamentally different vision, a fundamentally different value set than Congressman Ryan and the governor. They're good, decent men. I really mean this now. They're loving parents. They're great husbands. They're good, decent men, but they have such a fundamentally different view of the country.
As you saw, Vice President Biden spent a lot of time on the offensive side, attacking the Romney campaign. Here's what some of the people in the crowd had to say about the speech afterward.
I think Colorado is really important because we represent the new. We represent new ideas and the forward thinking that has to happen in America.
You know, I honestly wouldn't say it's a swing state. I would say it's a Democratic state. A lot of people I know and a lot of people are in support of Obama.
As for who has the lead in Colorado, nobody knows quite yet. But with 20 days left in this election process, it's up to you to get out and vote and decide who will take Colorado and the nation as a whole. From Greeley, Colorado, Dillon Thomas.
Mitt Romney was also making campaign stops today. He visited Northern Virginia, including stops in Leesburg and Chesapeake.
Federal authorities have arrested a man after an attempted terror attack on the U.S. Federal Reserve in New York City. Authorities say the suspect drove a van he believed to be loaded with a 1,000-pound bomb from Long Island to Manhattan. He faces charges of attempting to use weapons of mass destruction and attempting to provide material to support al-Qaeda. And 5 people were found dead this morning after police responded to a fire at Firo's Bar and Grill in Denver. Denver police believe the people were killed before the fire was started. Police Detective Ron Sainier said there were obvious signs of trauma to the bodies.
Firefighters are continuing to monitor the Fern Lake fire as high winds persist through northern Colorado. The fire remains under control despite Wednesday's high winds. At this time, Upper Beavers Meadow Road and Moraine Park Campground remain closed.
Coming up on CTV, Kari Pills will give us the full weather report.
And why some students are already thinking about spring break.
43,000 CSU Ram alums call Denver home. Now it's easier for Denver Ram fans to stay connected with CSU. CSU is proud to announce the new Colorado State University Denver Center, where Ram alums will feel at home. It's a place to make professional connections, enjoy events with other alumni, and even show your Ram pride with a wide selection of CSU fan gear. Stay connected with CSU, the CSU Denver Center at 17th and Glenarm. Learn more at rams5280.colostate.edu.
Welcome back. A very blustery fall day today. It was mostly sunny, but that wind definitely picked up today. Last night you may have woken up to those strong winds. We saw them exceed 58 miles an hour. 25,000 homes across the state were without power this morning due to those winds. And that wind stuck around today. We got some shots on campus where the briskness was hitting everything and everyone pretty hard. Looking at today's highs across the state, they were pretty mild, not considering that wind chill that was added in parts of the state. Fort Collins saw a high of 62, Denver 65, Vail 42, and Gunnison at 56. Now, tonight expect it to be mostly clear with lows dropping down into about 40 degrees. Winds could gust up to 40 miles per hour, so be prepared for another chilly evening. Now let's take a look at your 7-day forecast. Tomorrow highs will be near 65 degrees, and that wind will stick around with gusts at 37 degrees. Tomorrow night, however, those winds will die down to about 23 miles per hour. Friday will be sunny and back up in the 70s with a 3 to 7 mile per hour wind throughout the day. This weekend will be beautiful. Saturday is going to be warm with highs in the upper 70s. Sunday will be sunny as well, and clouds will develop as the day goes on. Monday and Tuesday, highs will be in the low 60s to mid 70s with lows in the upper 30s. It could be partly cloudy at points, but those temps will stay up. Now be sure to stay warm this evening. Back to the desk.
Thanks, Kari. Ski season is officially here and A-Basin is open for business. The ski area opened on Wednesday morning with one run that goes from mid-mountain to the base. A-Basin's spokesperson Adrienne Isaac credits the snowmaking crews and hardworking employees for the early open. Steamboat plans to open in 36 days, followed by Vail and Telluride.
Spring break may not be just around the corner, but I found some students that already have big plans. For some students, spring break is about no school, relaxing, and not having a care in the world. But for others, it can be about performing service and learning about important social issues.
The Alternative Break program at CSU is a program that goes through the SLICE office, gives students the opportunity to engage in service learning trips, and we send folks outside of the state and even international.
Through the Alternative Break program, students can choose to travel to a variety of places from New York City to Acajote, Panama.
Each trip has a different social issue that it focuses on, which we address through service.
Service projects include helping the homeless in Washington and supporting disaster relief in Louisiana. Senior Joseph Canaria has been on 2 Alternative Break trips and encourages students to participate.
I think anybody that really wants to do something bigger than themselves and be a part of something that's bigger than themselves and spend spring break, doing something that's not about just partying or anything like that, I think this is the perfect opportunity for anybody to be a part of.
Students can register for the program through an online application where they can pick their top 3 out of the 14 trip choices. So if you don't have any plans for spring break yet, maybe think about choosing an alternative experience.
We have fun and we also relax on our spring breaks, and at the same time we end up doing a lot of meaningful service. We learn a lot, we build a lot of meaningful relationships, and it changes lives, and we say we're in the business of making magic, and that's what we try and do every time.
The deadline for Alternative Break applications is Tuesday, October 23rd. For more information, visit the SLICE office.
Still ahead, an upcoming Apple product that could rival small tablets.
And a dose of that Moby magic is back. Stay tuned.
Separate raw meats from other foods by using different cutting boards. 3,000 Americans will die from food poisoning this year. Keep your family safer. Check your steps at foodsafety.gov.
I'm here with a brand new segment called Tech Talk. Here I will discuss new, improving, and innovative technology that students are talking about campus-wide. This week's topic is the possible launch of an iPad mini. Although Apple will not confirm any information regarding a new product until the release date, I have predictions on what this device has to offer based on popular Apple rumor blogs like MacRumors.com. First off, they say the device will be unveiled at an exclusive media event in San Jose, California on October 23rd. We're expecting the device to be much thinner and, of course, smaller, at around 7.85 inches to be a top competitor to other tablets like the Kindle Fire. And with a smaller size comes a smaller price tag. That's right, I've heard that the new iPads could start at $249. I'm also predicting it to have a faster processor to keep up with our everyday demands. Next up, the blogs lead us to believe that the new iPad mini may have a smaller dock port and a repositioned headphone jack to match the new iPhone 5. Here's a look at what CSU students have to say about the new possible iPad mini.
Yeah, it sounds like something new and shiny is coming out at some point here, and better technology is always more fun, but it's not been on my radar.
I kind of have a hate-hate relationship with Apple. It derated from a love-hate a long time ago, mostly because it's just a repackaging of the same operating system into a smaller package.
I've heard it's supposed to be coming out pretty soon, and that it's just going to be a smaller version of the iPad.
With a smaller price tag.
If they were under $200 and did more than this.
But is it worth it?
It's just a big iPhone, so if you have an iPhone with all the same capabilities, it's really just kind of a waste of money.
I'm still kind of trying to figure out what the point of it is.
When the video iPod came out, I was like, why did they come out with a video iPod? And so now this is kind of just another way to make, to feed people's creativity and to add something new in the mix.
Creativity that was supposed to be kept under wraps.
Those giant factories in China and stuff like that, like in order to have like everything ready at launch, they have to have, I mean, they've been manufacturing for like 6 months already. And eventually some of that stuff starts to leak out.
And the rest is unknown till the official launch date.
To me, it's kind of mysterious because you really don't know what's going to go on with that.
We'll go crazy and buy millions of them in the first day, so.
We're also predicting that Apple's media event on October 23rd will also unveil a new version of the Mac Mini and a 13-inch Retina MacBook Pro. We'll have all the details about the new devices after the launch next Tuesday.
Today at CSU, students participated in the 26th annual Cans Around the Oval. Cans Around the Oval is the largest one-day food drive in northern Colorado. They collect food and monetary donations to help those in need. Students, faculty, and community members alike joined together to support the cause.
Our goal this year, I want to say, is $40,000 and 65,000 pounds of cans. So we're shooting for roughly an estimated total impact of 225,000 pounds of food, because each dollar is the equivalent of 4 pounds.
Staying at CSU, basketball season is underway and is starting off on a slam dunk. CTV reporter Blake Jarvis has more.
Slam dunks, layups, and crowds going nuts. Colorado State reintroduced its Moby Madness for the first time since 2005 on Monday night, where we were introduced to the women's and the men's basketball team. CSU is predicted to go far this year. However, previous coach Tim Miles is out, and this year's coach Larry Eustace is in.
Every coach has their differences. I mean, expectations are different, philosophies are different, but I mean, we'll see some similarities.
I knew Coach Miles since my junior year in high school, and he really had a good impact on me since I've known him. And I came here, and I know he left now, and getting used to Eustace now, and everything's going great. We're glad to have him here, and he's glad to be with us.
With the new coach this year, what can we expect to see change?
We're going to be a lot faster, stronger, more physical this year, and I think it's all going to be for the benefit of us. And it's a little bit different, but in the long run, it's going to be better for us.
I think you're going to see a faster-paced team this year, and you know, like he's getting our new coach, Larry's getting used to us. We're getting used to him.
CSU plays CU December 5th, and boy, are they ready to take on the Buffs.
It's always a heated rivalry. I mean, the last 3 years it's come down to the wire, so you know, we're excited about it, about that game, like we are every year.
I think it's just great for the state. I think we should play twice. This same year would be great.
Colorado State kicks off its season October 28th against Metro State here at home. I'm Blake Jarvis for CTV.
Thanks, Blake. The Rams have almost half their games televised this year, so if you can't make it to the game, support them behind the TV screen.
After weeks of controversy over doping, Lance Armstrong said that he is stepping down as chairman of his Live Strong cancer-fighting charity. Nike also dropped the focus so he can focus rather on the charity rather than the problems. And that's all the time we have for you tonight. Thanks for coming with us.
And for more information, you can check us out on our website or follow us on Facebook or Twitter at ctv11.com. Have a great night.